I am just blown away by the charm and beauty and all the things in this little village. And look at this absolutely adorable store. Now it's got two shop fronts if you like, this lovely, lovely iron gate. And this one here, and this is also for sale. Would you like to have a business in Tuza? How fantastic. You have no idea. We've only walked down one street, we've already seen about half a dozen butcher shops that are full of people buying things. And evidently the meat here is incredible. Isn't this beautiful? And there are shops everywhere, absolutely everywhere. So if you are worried about coming here and thinking, I'm somewhere where there's nothing, you are so wrong. I am so happy to be here and to be finding how amazing this place is. We are really blown away by how gorgeous it is, the charm, the wonderful buildings. Oh look, yet another church. I've never seen so many churches in one village, and they're beautiful. And all the bells that chime, all the different chiming bells are just incredible. It really is fantastic. You must come. So this is another wonderful bar al centro. Isn't this gorgeous? Yesterday we went by here and it was full of people having aperitivo. Really lovely spot. And this beautiful building here is yet again something that you can invest in. It would make the most fantastic co-living space. Absolutely sensational inside, and we're going to be visiting. Can't wait to show you. So as I enter this amazing house here in the center of Tuza, I come straight in to a small kitchen area and a bathroom, a full bathroom. Then I'm going to do like a great big circle for you because the house goes around. So this is for the first of one of the rooms with a little terrace here, balcony, lovely and light. Beautiful high ceilings throughout. This house here is like a noble house, so it was really, really beautifully built. Has gorgeous majolica tiles all throughout, marble steps, is in very good condition, has not been perhaps restructured for a while, but as you can see, it's beautiful original details throughout. Very high ceilings. That is another beautiful double door going out to another terrace, and these rooms could all be used for whatever purpose you want. Look at the depth of these interior walls. That is 1 meter across. And then another beautiful room, which was used as a bedroom. Wonderfully high ceilings. Some work needs to be done, yes, but it's totally livable. But let me show you out of this terrace here. Here we find ourselves where our friends are downstairs having drinks. Here we are over that wonderful cafe, the Central Bar, and all the lovely vistas there of the piazza. If you want to be in the hub of it and have life and things around, this is wonderful. This home would make an incredible shared living space, or for people that want to share a space, live, work, maybe come on their visas for 3 months. Look at this gorgeous living space here. Wonderful, wonderful room. Again, these could all be created into just separate offices, separate bedrooms, studio type places, where you then create a larger kitchen where you can all get together, all go downstairs, have a lovely drink in the evenings down at the bar, meet the locals. We're on one of the main streets where there are loads and loads of shops, so you can do all of your shopping right here on the spot. And there's a small wardrobe if you like for ripostiglio there. So now I'm on the top floor and we've come straight into this lovely large central room, again with gorgeous floors, again double doors going out to a little terrace, and this takes us straight into another one of the beautiful bedrooms. As you can see, it's light and bright. Another lovely little terrace over here that you can step out onto, again with a view out into the little square. Very silent here. Even though you have all the life out the front, it's actually very, very quiet and peaceful. Here you have a very large storage room off this room, which easily could make a lovely wardrobe and ensuite, in fact, which would be great. And then as we come around here, you have another storage room over here to the side, and you have a very large usable bathroom, which could be remodeled into a lovely big shower room, perhaps with bath. Lots of space in there to do that, and a lovely light well from above. I love how it's the arched shape. And then we come into the original kitchen, which would make another great kitchen. So you'd have a little one downstairs, a larger one upstairs, cupboards. It's a lovely old room here, and it has a beautiful terrace for eating outdoors. Lots and lots of light, very private, as you can see. And off here we have one last little bedroom, which is really, really sweet. But that would actually make, let me walk in, a great little office space for someone, or a single bedroom, of course. Light there. Let's come back outside, and let's finish this off with a view off the terrace outside, just to show you, give you an orientation. Just little back streets here, and then there's that lovely pine tree on the main square, where in front of us here is the cafe and piazza. And that is the end of that beautiful home. I'll show you from out the front, but what a wonderful, wonderful project this could be for someone. A great investment. And just to show you these beautiful marble stairs, this is your entryway directly from the cafe downstairs. When you're upstairs, you wouldn't even know there was a cafe. It's so quiet and peaceful up there, but you have all the hubbub down here, and you can just walk downstairs, have a lovely coffee, have your breakfast, have an evening aperitivo. Beautiful entry doors there, lovely knocker, and here we are, back on that gorgeous piazza. And I'll just come forward and turn around and show you what the front of the building looks like again. And there it is. So we were upstairs and beyond in that gorgeous building with that beautiful entryway just there next to the Bar El Centro. I decided this was a really great thing to show you. This is the Emporio di Pepuccio. Pepuccio is a lovely man that's actually driving us today. He has this massive shop just opposite the bar. And again, just to show you, you can buy everything here at Tuza. You don't have to go anywhere else. So this has got like literally everything from all of your cleaning products, and they sell pentole, like pots and pans, and cleaning products and things for kids for their schooling. You've got your cartolleria here. Look at this. Household things, Christmas birthday cards. Just watch these steps. There you go. Lots and lots of kitchen things. Ironing boards. Decorative things. Look, everything really. And there are a few stores actually like this in Tuza, but Pepuccio's got this great store. So come here and you can get anything you need to set up your kitchen. Then directly opposite, and there's two lovely gentlemen, directly opposite Pepuccio's store is a beautiful florist that has lovely plants, as you can see. So you can buy all your plants for your balconies, even your herbs. You can get rosemary and basilico and parsley, everything you need. And he does weddings and baptisms and bouquets of flowers. They actually do floristry as well. I was just explaining to him that my mum and dad used to do that when I was little. So you've got a big florist in here as well, and they order and do anything you need. And then they've got other bits and pieces as well in the back of the store. More Guzzini products, house products, some makeup for ladies, frames. A lot of the stores you'll find in Italy often diversify and do different things. Oh, and some beautiful red roses. There we go. Right, now this one is a surprise. This is a brand newly done, let's say, house. Interior wise, totally done. Air conditioning system in every room. This is 2 floors that you can see here with the front door. As you can see, it goes further down. Now, there's a balcony on this side. There are 2 other balconies on the other side. But let me spin around to show you what you see from your balcony. Wow. And from the other sides you see even more. So you've got the big Mediterranean view, and now you can see the sea a little bit better this afternoon. The sky has lifted. Again, all those incredible country views all the way around. How wonderful is that? And I'm going to take you around and show you the back of the house, which is immense. The only issue is that we can't get hold of the keys for this. So I'm showing you from the outside, and then I'll tell you the spectacular price. I know there's glare because the sun is right in my eyes, but this is the other side of this house. 1, 2, 3 and 4. A massive garage that you can drive down here, drive into the garage. There's another one of your new air conditioning systems there. And this house is for sale for 60,000 euros. I can't believe it. What a bargain. Get those checkbooks out again. I'm going to look at this house, which, as you can see, this is a big project for someone. I'm now showing projects that are giving them away almost, but what a huge, wonderful house you would have. Look at those terraces at the top with the 2 double doors, these lovely doors downstairs here. Let's have a look. We're going to go around from the other side. Those favourite plants is growing out of the gutters here on the old roof. The fig d'India, Indian figs, wonderful. So we're now looking at the other side, and we're going to be able to just go inside the front door. But as you can see, there's another balcony. This gorgeous little piece sticking out is the old forno, or the wood oven. And then as you can see, this is a large building coming all the way down. There's the doorway there, under stairs. So let's see what we can see. Right, as you can see, I'm not going past the front entryway because this house is a major project, but everything is possible here in Tuza, and considering the price of this house, you're still going to come away with a massive house at an incredible price if you decide to pull your sleeves up and get stuck into an amazing project like this. But lots to do, of course, and you've got upstairs, downstairs and in between, and then there's a staircase that I'll just show you here that's going upstairs, but we won't be going up there. This is a really cute story, just so you know. If you see openings under the staircases like this, because Tuza once upon a time, basically countryside everywhere you see, these were an old-fashioned pollaio, or a little chicken coop that they would have closed off. The chickens would be left out in the morning just to wander the streets, free range the streets of Tuza, and then be closed up again in the evening. What a cute story. At the front of that house again, this home here, these lovely balconies, is around 8,000 euros, but very, very negotiable. Okay, there we have it.
Let's meet down at the lonely lake before summer has gone away.
Well, I'm starting the tour of this house way up on the top floor, as you can see, and we have a distant view of the beautiful mountains and the sea. The next balcony next to me has an even bigger view. This is a lovely, lovely balcony off the very, very well appointed kitchen. Now, just to let you know immediately, this house has been totally gutted, totally rebuilt. Literally every floor you see is brand new. Everything was gutted and started and done by Signor Di Stefano Santino, who we've been with all day, the wonderful chief of the Prorocco here, who is also a builder, has his own business, and he has rebuilt literally this wonderful home. From outside it's stunning, I'll show you, but as you can see, you've got the most amazing kitchen, everything that you need. A large eating kitchen with that lovely terrace. Then we're going to come across here into a living space with lovely new ceilings, of course, all in chestnut, beautiful timber ceilings. Yet again another balcony, another lovely sea view from here, smaller balcony there. This is wonderful. Lots of space. Off this space here, they've actually put a lovely little room in here with just a basic toilet, sink, but also your washing machine. So very, very convenient. And then we're going to come down the lovely new staircase, which are very, very easy to walk down. Lovely big stairs. I love that lovely old feature there. And stairs have been made from timber, but have these lovely non-slip pieces of sort of like a carpet on the edge, so very, very comfortable to walk down. At the front of the home here we have one of the bedrooms. This is una piazza e mezza, they call it in Italy, so it's like a 1.5 places rather than a double, but you could fit a double easily. Large wardrobe. Again, this one has another lovely little balcony going out into the little walkway there, and then we come around. If you can hear voices, it's Signor Di Stefano talking downstairs. And then this is another one of the lovely bathrooms, I should say, sorry. So beautiful big bathroom there, all brand new, fully restored. Another bedroom here. Now there are 3 bedrooms, and these last 2 are very large. This is a very large bedroom, as you can see. Plenty of room to have a seating area here. Some lovely little nooks there. Furniture with a large TV, and I'm not going to open that, but that again is another lovely little balcony off there. So a balcony off that bedroom. I'll just turn these lights off as I go along, and then we'll come along the corridor, of course fully heated throughout. Citofono, which is if someone rings your doorbell and you want to answer it from upstairs. And let's go down to the bottom floor now. So this last room on the ground floor with a lovely sort of barn door where you can open it all if you want, or you can just open this top section. This is a massive bedroom at the moment. I walked in, saw the furniture and thought it was another lounge room, which it could be, of course. If you're happy with the 2 bedrooms upstairs and want to have a lovely ground floor living space, why not have this? It's very cozy, would stay very cool in summer because of the lovely stone walls, which have all been redone. On this floor, they've put these lovely timber look tiles throughout. Again, you have your central heating, loads of space throughout here. And then you have your foyer or your entrance area here, which you can design however you want, of course. And for convenience, on this first floor, again, we have a full bathroom with a shower. So that's 2 full bathrooms, plus a powder room, plus 3 large bedrooms or good sized bedrooms, large living space with kitchen on the top floor, another possible living space here if you don't need it as a bedroom, and then I'll show you outside, which is just gorgeous. So just to finish off the front of this beautiful building, there is your large terrace at the top, large balcony, further balcony at the top, another balcony here. That's 4 balconies that you have. That lovely entranceway, that was the lovely barn looking door off the bedroom. Fantastic facade, which has been totally resanded, repointed to a very high spec, and look at that lovely street lamp you have out the front as well. This is a very beautifully finished home and is wonderful value for money, and I'll put the price on the screen. Buonasera.
Buonasera.
It's our last evening in Tuza, and we're walking down, as I may have told you earlier on, to a lovely seafood restaurant, because it's meant to be the best one down here by the beach. So we're going down to have a lovely seafood meal tonight, although I think mine might be based on spaghetti or pasta because I really want the Nero di Seppia. So we'll see what else they have and if that's what I go for. Not sure what David's planning on having, but we shall soon find out. Hello again, everyone. I thought I would just show you this lovely restaurant. We're the first ones here, and it's gone 7:30 and we're up early tomorrow. But of course, that's very, very early for Italians to eat, especially I think in Sicily, from what I've understood, because of the weather, they eat even later. So I thought I'd just show you outside here. But this is people, I think the name is Aldore from what I understand, but the actual name on the restaurant is Grotta Marina, and they are famous for their seafood. And in fact, most of the menu is seafood, although for meat lovers, there are steaks and cotolette, which is like sort of the Italian version of a sort of a schnitzel, if you like, as well. So this was just the outside. It's really lovely. There is a little seating spot out here, but it's kind of cozier inside and it has lovely architecture, so we thought we'd go inside. Let me turn around and I'll show you where we are. And we're the only ones in there. We're the owners at the moment. Let me take you inside now. So as you can see, it's lovely architecture, very much like we're used to in Tuscany actually. Really beautiful stone vaulted ceilings, and it's a lovely, lovely dining room. And it looks like there's a nonna in the kitchen. By the looks of things, it looks like a family-run restaurant. Very, very lovely. Lots of lovely old black and white photography of Tuza on the walls. I think a lot of things probably to do with the sea. There's some lovely sea photos over here. I'll show you. If you can see those. And oats and different things. And looks like we've got some water on our table and we've ordered. So David has ordered the fish of the day, which was fished this morning out of the sea. And it sounds lovely, and I can't think of for the life of me what the English translation is of spiga, so I'll have to look it up. I've gone blank. But he's having that with an Aeolian salad, which Aeolian Islands are the islands just here off the coast. And it has capers and olives and tomato and potato and something else. I can't remember now. Anyway, it sounds good to go with his fish. And a mystery ingredient, yes. And I'm having, as I said, I would have the spaghetti with the squid, because I just haven't had that for do you know, I think the last time I had that, darling, was when you and I were in Venice together. Yes, so it's been a couple of years now, because that's when you proposed to me, you darling. So yeah, so it brings back lovely memories. So that's why I'm going to have it tonight, because they fished that out of the ocean this morning as well. So it's going to be very, very fresh. Can't wait.
Delizioso.
Delizioso. And look at that vista back up to the very top of the village. This is the main street that runs up where I've been showing you lots and lots of shops. And if we turn around, we have this lovely balcony I'm standing on. There are two balconies, one on this top floor, one on the next floor down. People hanging out there washing. The mountains over there that are covered for some lovely clouds today. How much fun this lady is saying, Romeo, Romeo, where are you, Romeo? How fantastic. Let's go inside. I'm just loving these beautiful old doors that can definitely be restored. They are wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And look at that vista out there. It's just wonderful, isn't it, the colours? Now look at this. This room is really special. It has an ancient forno in the corner, as you can see. It has the old cooktop where you would put actual fire inside, create a fire inside, and the whole top becomes a cooking top with those lovely Sicilian Majolica style tiles, which I would try to retain. In my opinion, this beautiful big space with these very, very high timber ceilings that all need sandblasting, of course, I would demolish those walls and create one huge open space. So I'll just show you this space behind these walls. Obviously it was created, I think, as a bedroom, but the way we live nowadays, unless you need a bedroom up here, which of course you can retain it if you want, and it would have to have a glass door, I think, to allow the light in, because there are no windows. But honestly, I believe that it would be much better kept as a kitchen, living, dining. You have water up here because, as you can see, look at where the toilet was, literally in the corner of the room with a sink, and we don't want that. So I would be putting a bathroom downstairs, following the plumbing downstairs, and making this, as I said, just one amazing room with all of its beautiful details. So these stairs are quite steep, and I was looking at them from underneath. These are just wooden stairs, so therefore they could be brought back. There's plenty of room up here on this landing, so I would recreate a staircase that is on a better angle for easier access rather than having something quite so steep. That is an easy fix for a builder to do for you, and it would make life a whole lot more comfortable. There you are, looking back again into that large room. Now let's go down to the first floor. On the second floor at the moment, and we'll go down to the first floor. Right, so there's your front entry, and we're now on the first floor. And coming into this front room, which has, again, the original tiles, which are just gorgeous. They could easily be cleaned and brought back to life. And again, the most amazing wooden doors as above. Here you can see it was probably used as a bedroom again. There's a very large nook in the corner here with doors on it that they obviously used as some kind of cupboard space. Very handy space indeed. And again, another wonderful balcony out over the main street. Oh, look at the clouds covering over the top of the village now. And again, a view down to the other way where the mountains are. So that's your second balcony. Let's come back in here. There is electricity and water, as I said. So plumbing can be made down here. Lovely timber door. Now this room is quite dark, and of course there's no power at the moment, but this is a very large room. It would make a beautiful big bedroom, and that's probably what I would do with an ensuite. There's enough room here to have a bedroom and ensuite. Putting some glass in there and at the top to continue that light coming through. And you have the under stair space here as well. As I said, they're timber stairs. So you could make this a beautiful big bedroom and ensuite. If you wanted to have this as a second bedroom, that's also possible, of course. Or probably what I would do if it was a holiday house, I'd leave this as another beautiful seating room, but with a sofa bed, for example. So if you have extra guests, then you can have your guests here. You could possibly even put a back-to-back bathroom, create something where there's an ensuite and then even a secondary little ensuite or separate powder room here. So you have at least 2 toilets in the house. And we still have the whole of the ground floor to go. Just some of the beautiful details of some of the lovely ancient doors that have been left behind. They really are worth keeping. Do not ever take those beautiful doors or frames away when you redo these homes. That is their charm. And again, the ones here going outside, yes, they need double glazing in them, like my doors back in Tuscany that I've redone, but when you have beautiful timber doors like that, you want to retain them. Let's go down to the ground floor now. I'm now taking you into this incredible basement. Look at this space, and look at those incredible ceilings, beautiful strong beams, lovely timber ceilings. At some stage it's been reinforced with a large steel beam, which a lot of you will know from my renovations that you can cover that with a beautiful false timber. It's real timber, but it's false, like it encompasses that without taking it away, which is fantastic. And look at this space. This would make the most amazing ground floor apartment. You could easily make a studio apartment in here. Sorry for the glare coming in from outside, but it really is a fantastic amount of space. And over here, of course, that's the staircase going upstairs. There's a lovely niche over here. And here we have steps that actually communicate with that front door. So you could unblock that, make it wider and create another entrance if you want to have them communicating. Otherwise, you can just leave this separate, fix that up totally and have this as a totally separate thing. Cute little window opening there, as you can see as well. This place has so much potential. Now, letting you know that this entire building here in Tuza is being sold for approximately, let's say, 30,000 euros, and that is a price that is negotiable.
Feel the